Hey guys, it's Megan again. I know I just did a video in this exact outfit. It's the same day. I'm just recording a bunch of videos to get them up. So right now I'm going to be showing you my everyday kind of eye look. I don't wear this every day, but I kind of gravitate towards this, and it's one that's really easy for me to do and get out the door quickly. So I'm not going to babble forever. I'm just going to get into this. I am going to start with the Painterly Paint Pot from MAC. Mine's really dry. I had to spray some Fix Plus in it the other day to kind of moisten it and mush it up a little bit and make it creamier. I'm applying that from the lid to the brow bone. I kind of start heavier at the brow bone, or at the lid, and kind of just take whatever left up to the brow bone. My chair is doing that annoying swivel thing again where I can't stay in one place. So I'm going to be using the Naked 2 palette today. I just got this in the last week or so, and I know I'm extremely late. Everybody and their mom has this palette, and I finally sucked it up and bought it because it was so expensive. I kept kind of pushing it off. So I'm going to begin by taking the brush that it comes with and taking the kind of blending side of it and using Tease. It's a matte kind of light brown kind of color. I don't know what you'd call it. It's really good for a blending color, and I know that light is probably getting on everybody's nerves. I'm sorry. I'm going to go in with the crease right there and blend it in really well. I always like to put a color like that kind of in that area because it makes your blending transition a lot smoother and it doesn't look so choppy, and it just makes it look a little nicer. Another one I really like is Soft Brown from MAC. So blend that in very well. It should look like this right now. I'm going to go in with the flat end next, and I'm going to go into YDK. It's the third one from the end right here, and this is my favorite color in this palette. It's so shimmery and it just, I love it. I don't know how to explain it. It's a very shimmery brown, but it almost has like a, I don't even know how to explain it. It's just pretty. And I'm keeping that directly on the lid and trying not to get too up into my crease with it. You want to be as precise as you can with this part. I have noticed with this palette that the fallout is kind of bad, but I just take a brush afterwards and kind of dust it off and it works out fine. So I've used that, and now I'm going to, I probably should have gotten my brushes closer to me. I'm taking another kind of flat brush like the one I just used, but this one's from MAC, and it is a 242, I think. I don't know, it's been rubbed off, so it's kind of hard to read. I'm going to go in with Suspect, and it's a kind of lighter brown with a little bit of goldy undertone, I would say, to it. And I'm going in right here, coming towards my inner eye, and patting them together to kind of blend them a little better. You don't need to take much of this, just a little bit to brighten up that inner eye area. But you're not taking this on your tear duct, you're just doing it in this inner part. So after you use that, I go in with a 217 from MAC blending brush. I think everybody knows what this brush is. And I take Busted. It's the second darkest color. It's like a plummy brown right there. It's a really, really nice color. I use it for pretty much everything. Just get a tiny bit and tap off the excess. And sorry, I don't know if I've been very good about showing you where this goes. I'm going right into my crease and blending it out really well, trying not to get it too deep into the socket, or to the inner part of my eye. Make a little bit of a V right there. And I try to round this part out because I have weird eye shapes. My eyes are not even. You've probably noticed that already. One's more almond shaped and the other's a little more round. So I try to shape my eyeshadow to make them look more even. So I'm going to do that to the other eye. This is, sorry, this is awkward. A darker eye. Sorry, I just kind of trailed off there. This is a little bit of a darker eye, but it works well with my skin tone, and I'm fine with wearing this during the day. I know some people do not like to wear dark eyeshadows during the day, but it's not that big of a deal to me. I try to save maybe a darker lip for night, but eyes, I don't wear tons and tons of black eyeshadow during the day, but I don't mind a dark brown. Next I'm going in with my 224 brush from MAC and blending these both really, really well. Now, all of these colors have a lot of shimmer in them, and I think for an eye to look good and have a certain depth to it and to look right, you need a matte color in the crease. So I'm going to take this brush right here. This is from MAC. It's a 234. It's dual-sided. One's natural hair and the other is synthetic. And I'm going to dip it in Blackout. You can use Carbon from MAC if you don't have this. Sometimes I prefer Carbon, but this is just right here. So you want to get the tiniest bit and take it right into your socket. And normally I kind of stick it there and go back and forth. I know that was really creepy in my eye. You're kind of going everywhere you put Busted, but keeping it a little bit more precise. Ooh, those look very uneven. Just take your blending brush and blend away. This looks really intense on camera, but I can't wait until I get my new camera because you'll be able to see the colors and how, and now that light is really getting on my nerves. You'll be able to see these colors and how good they look. You can't really see at the moment because it just looks brown and black and dark. So again, taking that 224, this is like my best friend when I'm doing eyeshadow. I just blend away. Okay, so I'm comfortable with how that looks right now. I'm going to take this brush. This is the forgot what I told you it was, 242. And I'm going to take some more of that YDK and go over where I had it before. Sometimes with blending it kind of gets covered up. And then go in with that blending brush again and just make sure you blend that. I know it's a lot of like putting brushes down and like it seems like a lot of work, but once you get the art of blending and stuff like that, it becomes really, really simple. Next I'm taking, this is a Real Techniques brush, base shadow brush, but I love this brush for highlights. It's kind of got a domed point to it and it's just really good for highlights. I'm using Booty Call. I love the names of these eyeshadows, they're just hilarious to me. Taking Booty Call and going lightly under my, Maddie, stop. Sorry, my dog likes to like scratch at the carpet and I can't stand that. So taking that under both eyebrows. Should look like that. I don't know if you can see very well, but I'm going to take a little bit more of that and go right in my tear duct. I don't like that to be too bright sometimes, it looks a little weird. Okay, so next I'm taking, and I will never be able to find this brush that I'm looking for, just because I'm looking for it. Are you kidding me? Nope. Okay, well, I'm going to make do. I'm going to take, this is a liner brush from MAC. This is not the one I like to use. It's really skinny. It's a 210, but I'm going to take Busted, which was that plummy color I told you about earlier. And I line about halfway under my eye. Yeah, I really don't like using this brush for this. Makes it a little too dark when I like to use this. Connect it with this part of your eye. Okay, I'm going to go in with a, this is called a crease brush, but it's really more of a pencil brush to me. And I am going to try to blend that out better because it looks a little intense. Now I'm done with this for right now. Actually, I think I might be done with it, period. I'm going to go, oh, I just cracked this. Okay. Well, I'm taking, actually I need this to look at, Milk. It's a jumbo eye pencil from NYX or NYX. I don't know how you say it. How do you say it? But I'm going to go in my waterline with this. Sometimes I kind of pat over it with my finger just to make it not so intense. I find that these look better once you've used them for a while. But when you first get them, they're like that stark white that just does not look good on anybody. So now I'm going to line. I really should be more organized with this. I'm going to line my top line with the Physicians Formula eyeliner. It's called the Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Plus Serum. That's a really long name, and it's an ultra black. So I will never be able to do this. How am I going to do this with? Can you see? I don't know. And I know I'm pulling on my eye and everybody's like cringing, but I cannot do eyeliner without pulling on my eye. I don't wing it out, I just, for this look, take it to the corner of my eye.